Val from valkayink, and today we are doing a very special tag video. Today we are doing the 50 otaku facts, and I was tagged by Dynamic Dylan. The dog is going to bark in the background of this video. It's a zillion degrees up here. There's all sorts of trouble afoot. Let's get started. Number 1, I prefer subs over dubs, but I actually like to watch both. Number 2, most of the anime I watch is in the shonen category. Number 3, I can't do fingers today, I don't know. I love Gundam build kits and model kits in general. I just don't have any time to actually work on any of them. But if I did, I would be making tons of them. Number 4, my favorite Vocaloid is actually Oliver because I love the way his voice sounds. Number 5, the anime movie that I like to show to non-anime people is actually Satoshi Kon's Tokyo Godfathers. I think it's an excellent movie. Number 6, my favorite Mamoru Hosoda film is still Summer Wars. I first started reading One Piece in the very first issue of Shonen Jump America. Ah, the good old days. My very first Nendoroid was Ryuk from Death Note, and I still have him, I still love him. All of the Nendoroids that I currently own are all of male characters. I don't have any girl Nendoroids. That's weird. Speaking of Death Note, number 10, while I adore the manga for Death Note, I have never watched the anime and I don't plan to. Number 11, I don't care how over the top his design is, I still love Captain Harlock. Number 12, my favorite Sailor Scout has been and always will be Sailor Jupiter. Number 13, I want a ghost buddy like Whisper from Yokai Watch. I should get back into Yokai Watch because the jokes in it are very fun. Number 14, some of my favorite anime openings include Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, One Piece We Go, Paranoia Agent, and my most recent favorite, I just want to talk about it, is the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans first opening. That show gets me pumped! Number 15, I used to be subscribed to Animerica, Animerica Extra, and Shonen Jump America. Does anyone else remember those days? The 90s anime. Number 16, I love collecting animation and anime cells. I have quite a few, and someday, if I pass away early or pass away later on in my life, I do want those cells donated to an anime museum or a conservation, because I want them to remain for future generations. Number 17, the very first anime I ever watched was Samurai Pizza Cats. I think I was 6 years old. Number 18, my favorite Clamp manga is still Cardcaptor Sakura. I remember walking to the comic book store to buy those. Number 19, when I was a kid, I was so frustrated with the lack of new Sailor Moon episodes, I actually went online and watched the rest of the seasons subtitled. Yes, yes indeed. I was the girl at school who told everyone they're not cousins. Number 20, I love AMVs. Anime AMVs are my jam. I find a lot of music through them and I can waste hours on YouTube looking for some new ones. Number 21, I first got into figure collecting when my friend bought me the Revoltech Professor Layton figure. Number 22, Mushishi never fails to put me in a calm, dreamy mood. Number 23, I can only watch Trigun in the dubbed version. I can't go back to the subbed series. Number 24, my anime husbando, as people like to say, is Smoker from One Piece. Number 25, my anime waifu, as people like to say, is Utena from Revolutionary Girl Utena. I love them so much. Number 26, I prefer canon pairings. Whenever people talk about pairings, I always tend to fall in love with canon pairings. However, I love to hear about people's crack pairings. I'm fascinated by why people ship certain characters, especially from different shows. Number 28, I feel like I collect way too much stuff, but I love everything I collect. It's all really cute. Number 29, my favorite Studio Ghibli film is Princess Mononoke, but I do have a huge soft spot in my heart for Spirited Away and Ponyo. I don't know why, I just love Ponyo. Number 30, if I could have any Pokemon in real life, I would have an Electros. It would be this very creepy, scary thing to people, but it would actually be a silly noodle and be rolling around in my room. I really love that Pokemon. Number 31, speaking of Pokemon, the very first Pokemon game I ever played was the original Pokemon Red. Number 32, the very first voice actor I ever met at a convention was Greg Ayres. He's amazing. Please go see him if you're at a convention with him. Number 33, my friends told me if I were in an anime, I would be the Dere Dere character, aka the super nicey nice girl. Number 34, Ore Monogatari is one of the best romance series that I like to recommend to people. Number 35, I really like slice of life anime and manga, even though most people don't. A couple of my favorites include Beck and Hyoka. Number 36, my favorite recommendation to get to people is their most underrated anime. I'm always looking for that hidden gem. Number 37, I really don't like asshole characters. I know they tend to be fan favorites, they're just not for me. Number 38, I really love those try too hard, very earnest, very honest types of characters. I don't care if they're a little bit goofy or silly or serious. I like how hard they try at everything they do. Number 39, I absolutely adore anime box art on different manga sets and on different DVDs and Blu-ray sets. I believe everything deserves an art box. Number 40, my favorite yaoi artist is Bora Naono. Don't look that up. I'm warning you, don't look that up. I can hear you typing. I know you're gonna look her up. By the way, her art is very not safe for work. Just a little forewarning. Number 41, Magic Knight Rayearth turned me into a hardcore anime and manga fan. Number 42, one of my absolute favorite anime fights is the fight between Law, Smoker, and Vergo in One Piece. Even if you're not into One Piece, I recommend watching that fight. Number 43, out of all of the anime and manga merch that I own the most One Piece. I think you guys already know. Number 44, I will always prefer owning the physical manga or the physical anime in my collection. I just don't get a lot of satisfaction from downloading or watching anime on the computer. Number 45, it is nearly impossible for me to create dislike lists. If I don't like an anime or manga, I tend to drop it pretty quick. That being said, I really don't like K-On! Or Clannad, and I get a lot of shit for it. Sorry, it's not that they're bad, they're just not for me. Number 47, my favorite guilty pleasure anime is Afro Samurai. I think Afro is precious. Number 48, a lot of the shopping I do for my anime merch is online shopping that I do when I can't sleep at night. I make bad decisions. Don't make bad decisions. Number 49, I prefer to binge watch or binge read an anime or a manga rather than waiting for weekly updates. That's why I tend to watch series after the season is over. Number 50, I feel like anime and manga really helps improve my life and my mood, and I think I'll be a lifelong fan. Anyway guys, that is it for this tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little something about me and I gave you something fun to watch. Anyway, I'm going to link down below to the original creator of this tag and the one who tagged me, and I'm going to tag BoosterBoxBuster and BreezyBree because I'd love to learn more about your anime lists. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys! Mwah.